Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahameonawa. We're so glad that you're joining us today. When we start off the day by doing meritorious things with our Kalyanamitta, like taking the precepts, chanting, listening to the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma, then we know for sure that we'll have a good day. When the Buddha explained what a good day was, he said that it's a day when you can practice his instructions. Even if the rest of the day seems bad, we can still say that we had a good day because we practiced the Supreme Buddha's teachings. Tell me, children, how can we protect ourselves? How do people usually think about protecting themselves from the dangers of the world? Well, sometimes people try to build up strong bodies so that they can protect themselves by fighting other people. Sometimes people even buy weapons, thinking that if they have a gun or a knife, then they'll be protected. When we ride in a car, how do we protect ourselves? We wear a seatbelt, don't we? That protects us if we get into an accident. Now, those methods of protecting us keep us safe from external things, right? Other people fighting us, other people attacking us, car accidents, things like that. And it's true that that may protect us. But when our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, talked about protecting ourselves, he was most concerned about the actions that we do. Because when we do bad actions with our body, our speech, or our minds, then we can be in real danger. When we do bad things, then the results of our actions can come back and hurt us. So, the Buddha taught us that there are two things that can help protect us from doing bad actions. In Pali, they're called hiri and ottappa. In English, we can say that the first one is feeling shame at the thought of doing bad things. And the second one, feeling fear about the results that'll come to us when we do bad things. In today's sermon, we'll learn the importance of these two things that protect us. We'll also chant the Mahamangala Sutta, the Discourse on Blessings, so get your chanting book ready if you have one. Now let's take the refuges and the precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me, I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs with the refuge of the noble triple gem. I observe these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, to escape from the sufferings of samsara. May it help me. May it be a blessing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Meritorious children, there should be a way for us to control our body, speech, and mind. There should be a way to maintain happiness, harmony, and love in between parents and children, and also between teachers and students. And also there should be a way to have harmony, friendliness, compassion. There should be a way to maintain these good qualities between co-workers in a working place, or between children and other children, between students, among students. So, there are two good qualities to be practiced in life. There are two good qualities to be maintained in life. What are those? It's having shame and fear of wrongdoing. Once a person does not have shame and fear of wrongdoing, then a person would not think about his future. That person would not think about the benefit of him and the benefit of others. He will not think the development of his life spiritually. He will not think about his happiness, his lasting happiness. He will not think about the other people's happiness. When a person is not ashamed, when a person is not ashamed to do bad things, when a person does not have fear to do bad things, his life is not protected, dear children. He can't control his verbal actions. Now I told in the beginning of the program, to control the body, speech and mind, we need something. There are two things to support your life. What are those two things? Shame and fear of wrongdoing. So we should be ashamed to do bad things and we should have fear to do bad things. So if you like to control your verbal actions, if you like to say good things from your mouth, have good speech, you need to develop two things. You need to develop two things. What are they? Shame and fear of wrongdoing. If you like to control your bodily actions, the actions that you do from your body, for an example, abstaining from killing living beings, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sexual misconduct, you need to be ashamed not to do those things. You need to have fear to do those bad things. Then, to control your mind. Now, no one can read your mind. During the Buddha's time, the Buddha was there, the Arahants were there. Now, your parents can't read your mind. Your teachers can't read your mind. So you think whatever you need, whatever the mind needs, any disgusting thing, any evil thing, we will think. Even you could be seated next to your mother. You could be seated next to your father. But you could be thinking evil thoughts. Remember, even those great Arahants have attained Mahaparinibbana. Remember, in a sutta, Buddha has preached that there are divine beings who can read our minds. Sometimes the great parents, the wonderful parents who loved you and did good deeds, now they would have been born in divine worlds. But then, now they can see that their children have born again in human worlds. And if you have started practicing Dhamma, but then sometimes if you are cheating monks, if you are cheating your parents, if you are doing things secretly, remember, even if the monks can't see you all, even if you are away from the monastery, even if you are away from the parents, remember, gods can see it. During the Buddha's time also gods can see other people's mind. Now also gods can see the other people's mind. In future, gods also will have that ability. That's why Buddha taught us to remember these teachings and to develop two things. What's that? Shame and fear to do evil things. We should be ashamed to do bad things. Therefore, meritorious children, we don't understand the value of doing wholesome deeds. The reason we don't understand the value of doing wholesome deeds is because also not knowing how rare it is to get a chance to learn the Buddha's teachings. Remember, within 100 yawns, only 7 Buddhas appeared. So, by understanding the rarity of this human life, may that help you to have shame and fear, a shame and fear to do bad things, and control your body, speech and mind, and develop confidence in the Buddha by hearing and learning these things, and by thinking that Buddha taught these things out of compassion to us, and develop an unshakable confidence towards the Buddha, and protect your 5 precepts, control the body, speech and mind, and realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, 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 Namo Buddhaya.
Paritta chanting, Maha Mangala Sutta, the Discourse on Blessings. Now we'll get ready to chant the Maha Mangala Sutta together, so get your chanting book if you have one. This is a very famous sutta, especially in Sri Lanka, and for good reason. If we follow the advice in this sutta, then definitely we're going to have a happy life now, we'll have a good rebirth in the future, and we'll one day be able to attain Nibbana. So, all of that we can find in this sutta. It's a way to collect very powerful good karma into our lives. The Buddha called these blessings for us. So, now let's chant together in Pali and in English.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Evaṃ me sutaṃ ekaṃ samayaṃ bhagavā sāvatthiyaṃ viharati jetavane anātha pindikassa ārāme atako aññatara devata abhikkantāya rattiya abhikkantavannā kevala kappam jetavanaṃ obhāsetvā yena bhagavā tenupasankami upasankamitva bhagavantaṃ abhivādetvā yena bhagavā tenupasankami upasankamitva bhagavantaṃ abhivādetvā ekamantaṃ atthāse ekamantaṃ thitako sādevata bhagavantaṃ gāthāya ajjhabhāsi.
Thus have I heard on one occasion the Blessed One was living in Savatthi at Jetavana at Anatha Pindika's monastery. Now when the night was far advanced, a certain deity, whose surpassing radiance illuminated the whole of Jetavana, approached the Blessed One, respectfully saluted him, and stood to one side. Standing thus, he addressed the Blessed One in verse.
Bahudeva manussaca mangalani acintayum akankamana sotthanam brohi mangalamuttamam.
Many deities and humans longing for happiness have pondered on the questions of blessings. Pray tell me, what are the highest blessings?
Asevanacha balanan panditanacha sevana pujacha pujaniyanan etang mangalamuttamam.
Not to associate with the foolish, but to associate with the wise, and to honor those worthy of honor. These are the highest blessings.
Patirupadesa vasocha pumbecha kata punyata atta samma panidhicha etang mangalamuttamam.
To reside in a suitable locality, to have performed meritorious actions in the past, and to set oneself in the right direction. These are the highest blessings.
බාහු සච්චංච සිප්පංච විනයෝච සුසික්ඛිතෝ සුභාසිතාච යාවාචා ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
Vast learning, skill in handicraft, well grounded in discipline, and pleasant speech, these are the highest blessings.
මාතාපිතු පට්ඨානං පුත්තදාරස්ස සංගහෝ අනාකුලාච කම්මන්තා ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
To support one's father and mother, to cherish one's wife and children, and to be engaged in peaceful occupations, these are the highest blessings.
දානංච ධම්මචර්යාච ඥාතකානංච සංඝෝ අනවජ්ජානි කම්මානි ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
Generosity, righteous conduct, giving assistance to relatives, and doing blameless deeds, these are the highest blessings.
ආරති විරති පාපා මජ්ජපානාච සංයමෝ අප්පමාදෝච ධම්මේසු ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
To cease and abstain from evil, to abstain from intoxicating drinks, and to be diligent in practicing the Dhamma, these are the highest blessings.
ගාරවෝච නිවාතෝච සන්තුට්ඨීච කතඤ්ඤුතා කාලේන ධම්ම සවනං ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
Paying reverence to those who are worthy of reverence, humility, contentment, gratitude, and the timely hearing of the Dhamma, these are the highest blessings.
කන්තිච සෝචස්සතා සමනානංච දස්සනං කාලේන ධම්ම සාකච්ඡා ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
Patience, obedience, meeting monks, and timely discussions on the Dhamma, these are the highest blessings.
තපෝච බ්‍රහ්මචරියංච අරිය සච්චාන දස්සනං නිබ්බාන සච්චි කිරියාච ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං.
Self-control, chastity, understanding the noble truths, and the realization of Nibbana, these are the highest blessings.
පුට්ඨස්ස ලෝක ධම්මේහි චිත්තං යස්සන කම්පති අසෝකං විරජං khේමං
etang mangalamuttamang.
The mind that is not touched by the ups and downs of life, the mind that is free from sorrow, stainless and secure, these are the highest blessings.
ඒතාදිසානි කත්වාන සම්බත්ථ මපරාජිතා සම්බත්ථ සොත්තිං ගච්ඡන්තිතං තේසං මංගල මුත්තමන්ති.
Those who have achieved these blessings are victorious everywhere, and they succeed in all their goals. For them, these are the highest blessings.
ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ථි හෝතු.
By this truth, may there be well-being.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
It was great to spend time with you again today. We hope that you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. Remember the two qualities that we learned about? Having a sense of shame at how we'd feel if we did something bad, and being afraid of the bad results of a bad action that we do. They can protect us. So before we do something, if we think, how will I feel after I do this? If we think, oh, I'll be embarrassed, I won't want to tell anybody, then we know for sure this is not a good action to do. If we think, what are going to be the results of this action? If we realize that it's going to be bad results, then we're protected when we think about that and don't do those things. So now let's share merits. May all of our teachers, our relatives, our friends rejoice in the merit that's been done here today. May they soon experience for themselves the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.